Recently, I made a video about the best characters to have in the zombie apocalypse. However, what would be the worst enemy characters to run into in the zombie apocalypse as zombies? Obviously, there are a lot of extremely powerful anime characters out there that you would not want to run into as zombies. However, a lot of them are so OP that it wouldn't even be a apocalypse. For instance, the first one on our list is Koro Sensei, who is a gelatinous octopus-like entity life form from the series Assassination Classroom, where his class has been tasked with trying to kill him before next March, where he is going to blow up the planet. Now, Koro Sensei can move at Mach 20. That's pretty fast. However, if he got infected, well, that's it. That's the end of humanity. Oh, Koro Sensei got bit, and the entire tower's just been infected. Well, that's the end of humanity. He can move at Mach 20. That's crazy. You don't know what Mach is. Like, Mach 1 is like the speed of sound, isn't it? I don't actually know. I should check that. Alexa, what is Mach 1 speed?
Good afternoon, Dan. From reference.com. Mach 1 represents the speed of sound in air, which is approximately 330 meters per second, or 760 miles per hour.
Alexa, stop. So yeah, apparently Mach 1 is 330 meters per second, which would be 6,600 meters per second he can move and infect that many people per second. Humanity is over. But could Koro Sensei actually get infected? He's a gelatinous alien life form like creature. So if a zombie bit him, what would actually happen? That's an interesting thought experiment. So that's why, one, he is the worst to run into because he would end the humanity, but also, could he be infected? But even if he was infected, you wouldn't have time to worry. Like, oh, the zombie apocalypse has started. And zombie apocalypse has ended because every single human on the entire planet has now been infected. Enjoy Zombieland! Next up on the list of worst zombie characters who would be bad in the zombie apocalypse is Saitama from One Punch Man. Because, much like Koro Sensei, he gets bit, he gets infected, that is game over. He can punch as much as he needs to. He has no power limit. So he gets bitten to sense of a zombie, he goes to punch someone, cool. He punches with the force of a black dwarf star or something, cool. That's the entire planet shattered. That is a black hole manifested on Earth. That's the end of humanity. Cool, that's it. Zombies over. I mean, granted, if the zombie apocalypse has been going for a while, that's not the end of the world. I mean, it kind of is it literally is the end of the world, but it's not, you know what I meant. Basically, if he got infected, the second he threw a first punch, that's it. Earth, probably the entire Milky Way, and possibly some larger galaxies out there would be snapped out of existence. Third worst character to encounter in the zombie apocalypse is My Hero Academia's Twice. Because for anyone that's seen the series My Hero Academia, Twice has the ability to turn one thing into two. He can twice it. And he also has an ability called Sad Man's Parade, where he can make, in essence, an infinite amount of clones of himself. If he got infected and then did a Sad Man's Parade, granted, they're probably a lot weaker than normal version of Twice, but, you know, if they bite you and then disappear, you've still been bitten by an infected. Although, would it actually transfer through the clones? Probably. Who knows? That's an interesting experiment, actually. That's a question. Would the clones get infected or would they just be destroyed? But if original Twice is infected and he makes a clone, surely, I don't know, actually. That's an interesting thought experiment. And the fourth worst person to encounter in the zombie apocalypse who would be a bad zombie is Chainsaw Man's Denji. Because, one, he is a chainsaw monster, so if he is dead, he doesn't need to worry about bleeding out. But also, you just hear him from a mile away. You say, oh shit, zombie. Walk away, because you hear him from like a mile away. But him trying to bite you, he would also just like shred you. Like, he goes to bite your arm off and just cuts your arm off. It'd be fine. You'd never get infected. He goes to bite you and he just cuts off the part that he bites. It'd be great. You'd be shredded and dead, but hey, you would be a zombie at least. But he would just be noisy and, you know, one clean shot to the heart, that would kill him. So, yeah, it's not the end of the world. Well, it is the end of the world. It's a zombie apocalypse, but he's still an inconvenient zombie. However, let's talk about what would be the best, worst zombies in the zombie apocalypse. These are the characters who would be really powerful zombies that you wouldn't want to encounter, but wouldn't be so powerful they would just end the apocalypse. So first is back to My Hero Academia and Bakugo, because he would be a very interesting zombie. His power works by gathering sweat in his palms and releases a nitroglycerin based substance, which, hey, the series downplays it, but you know, one shot of nitroglycerin, that much power, one horde of zombies, no more horde of zombies. But in his form, he would be a destructive kind of explosive zombie. He could shoot out giant waves and destroy buildings and walls and any defenses that happen to be standing in his way. So while he wouldn't be the best infector, he would probably be a very powerful destructor. He's kind of like a tank. He would just like, he even has an armor piercing shot in the series. So yeah, you got up a good defense, doesn't matter. Although do zombies sweat? Because that's the heart beating fast and like increasing you to try and cool you down. If you get an infection, then your body temperature goes up. So I guess technically, yes, being a zombie, you would always be sweating because you are fighting a virus that is trying to kill you, even if you're already dead. But would he have his power? Because would he be sweating? I don't know. Interesting argument. But yeah, he would definitely be a big threat in the zombie apocalypse because he can just destroy your defenses. Second of the best, worst zombies to run into is Levi Ackerman from Attack on Titan. Because I feel like even in zombie form, he would retain his resolve. And he might even be one of the like two powerful ones, because in zombie mode, he would just be like, human, and cut you up. And then, you know, zombie Levi takes over the world and humanity is ended. So maybe he is a little too OP actually. He'd be an interesting case. He's fast, agile, and small, so he could like sneak into spaces. He can probably jump over some walls. He can get the jump on you. But is he too powerful? That's up for you to decide in the comment section below. And hey, while you're down there, if you want to subscribe, it's only $9.95 a month. Or if you refer 3 friends, completely free. Or just press the button for free. Next in the best worst zombies is Celti from Durarara. And this again is an interesting idea, because could Celti be turned into a zombie? In the series of Durarara, Celti is a Danahan, which is an Irish mythology fairy who is a headless horse rider. And her life is questionable. She doesn't have a head. She's been literally beheaded, so you can't really destroy the brain of the zombie. Because she does have a head, but you know, it's not attached to her body. So would her zombie body be able to be killed if she herself didn't have a brain, and if she can use her Danahan powers to manifest such abilities? She would be like a Grim Reaper with a scythe randomly slashing as a zombie. She might take out some other zombies, but if she sees you from across the base, like she's like turn her powers, her tendrils, her black mist into a spear and infect you, and who knows, it'd be an interesting encounter. Next on the best worst zombies to encounter is Kaneki from Tokyo Ghoul, which oh, this would be an interesting one. Say Kaneki did get infected and turned into zombie. Would he be a zombie ghoul, or would he be a ghoul zombie, or would he be a zombie with ghoul powers? If zombie Kaneki bit you, would you turn into a zombie, or would you turn into a zombie ghoul, or would you turn into a ghoul zombie? There's a discussion. But seeing as ghouls already hunger for the taste of flesh, as shown in the series of Tokyo Ghoul, where humans are living in a world full of ghouls who eat human flesh, called ghouls in, believe it or not, Tokyo, would a zombie ghoul have their appetite increased or multiplied by infinite, so they're never not hungry, so they just charge at a camp? Their skin is indestructible from human weapons. They are invincible against human weapons. But as a ghoul, he would have his power as Kakuja. Is it Kakuja? Yeah. Quincy would be the second form. I mean, they have both actually. So yeah, he'd be a big threat where no matter what, if you shot for the brain, it would just bounce off his skull because bullets do nothing on him, and he can attack you, bite you. But as a ghoul, he might devour you so much that you can't turn into a zombie because there's nothing left for you. Like sure, you might turn into a zombie, but you're missing your arms, your legs, your eyes, your stomach. you're missing most of your flesh, so you're kind of laying there on the ground as a zombie for all eternity. Not the worst case, because, you know, then there's no zombies to attack anyway. You just go, oh, there's one over there, just avoid him, just step out of the way. So, you know, it'll be pretty okay. And finally, the best, worst zombie to encounter in the zombie apocalypse would be Beastar's Legoshi, because he's a wolf with human intelligence and claws and the movements of a human who can also move like a wolf. Him as a zombie, that's game over. He is probably the most powerful. He has the power of a wolf, while also the intelligence of a human, while also in zombie form, while also having a hunger for flesh with the amazing smell of a wolf. He could hunt down anyone. Sure, one shot to the brain would be game over, but with his speed and power and agility, he could probably dodge most of the bullets. And if you do shoot him in the body, he's a zombie, so he'd be fine. And yeah, he would infect a lot of humans before he got taken out. But let me know what you think. What would be the worst zombie anime character who would be so OP that, like, Goku, fighting him, cool, that's game over for the planet. Saitama, game over. Korra Sensei, game over. Whoever else I said in that list, twice, game over. But what other characters would be, if they turned into a zombie, there would not be a zombie apocalypse, because the zombie apocalypse would end the entire world within a day. It's like, what's that game? Plague Inc., where it's like, yeah, there's a small infection, and then the entire world's infected. It would spread so fast that the world would end too quickly. There wouldn't be time to prepare. Like, okay, we need a shelter and I'm infected. Well, okay. This just in, an outbreak has been spotted across halfway across the world, and it's just reached us, and I am now infected. Give me your brains. And who would be the best, worst character to encounter? Who in the zombie apocalypse of anime characters would be powerful enough to be a threat, but not so powerful that they would end the apocalypse there and then, while also not being too weak that they are not a threat? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. And as always, as making this video, the channel had this many subscribers, and if you want to join the number, as I said, it's only $9.95 a month, or press the button down below for free, or refer 3 friends for no added reward. This is such I don't know why I'm trying to make this a bit, this is just a dumb bit. Thanks for watching, I'll see you in the next video, and thank you all sincerely for watching. Bye. The more scarce the food resources become, the less we can give to her to create. So we have to make a trade between, do we want more food, or do we want more resources? If we give her more food to make more bullets for guns so we can explore, we have more ammo to look for food. But we've used up that food by feeding it to her. So it becomes this weird trade-off where the choice is either food or supplies. And will the trade-off of sacrificing this much food for this much